What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jedi Jive. My name is Mike. Got another Bad Batch reaction coming at you, episode 10. Last week's was a to-be-continued scenario where they got left on the planet. Sid didn't want to rescue them, and probably the most significant thing that happened was that the Marauder, their ship, got stolen. There's a couple of, gonkies on board. Is it Lula? Omega's, stuffed animals on board, so I think it's probably pretty important for them to get it back, if not for the sentimental value alone. But the little sort of pirate character that we saw steal the ship in the last episode, I had a bunch of people commenting that there was a resemblance to Hondo and maybe it was a Weequay. I don't think there's any way to know just yet, but I think that would be a really fun way to maybe introduce Hondo, get some pirates into the show, join forces a little bit. You can tell from the thumbnail alone that we're going to be interacting with that, at least that, pirate child and his friends. So I think we're going to be getting the Marauder back. As far as what they're going to do about Sid not fulfilling her debts to them and kind of just leaving them high and dry, we'll see what happens. But we're in the back half of the season now, and anything can really happen. So let's jump in and have some fun, guys. Let's do it.
The energy cells have just enough power to get us to the town on the other half of the hemisphere.
We forgot about Gonki. He's still on the Marauder.
I'm afraid since the thief
There you go.
disabled the ship's transponder, we will not be able to locate him.
We can track Gonki.
Oh, ingenious idea.
Cool.
Try doing a trace on his binary reference code.
Oh, Gonky.
Shut it already. Getting annoying.
Uh-oh. It's a teenager character.
Mako, it's Benny.
You're late, kid.
My scouting run took longer than expected.
Okay, so it's just a human. Whoa, fun. That's a cool way of docking a ship. Oh, he's that hungry. What's going on here? Okay.
This could draw the wrong kind of attention. But I'll have to sell it off piece by piece, just to be safe.
No.
As a show of my gratitude, you can keep the droid.
What about water rations? I was scouting out there for 4 rotations.
Mako always takes care of his crew. Strip the ship of anything useful.
Oh, Gonky.
If Gonki's still on the planet, the Marauder must be too.
Let's get this thing running and find out.
Well, not necessarily. They could have just, dumped Gonky and left.
What am I gonna do with a defective power droid?
That's not defective.
defective power droid.
Yes.
Now where's
They
our
made it
ship?
already.
What do you care how that thing's doing? It's just a beat up old battery.
Not to us.
Huh.
I can't help you go against Mako. You don't know what he's done for me. I can show you where your ship is. But if you get caught, you don't know me.
Stealing's not a skill.
It is when you're good at it.
Huh.
There is one covert infiltration point. From there.
Yeah, right.
If timed correctly, we can rappel down between exhaust cycles.
How big of a window is there?
60 seconds.
Plenty of time.
Oh. I thought it was gonna be 8 seconds. Oh shit.
30 seconds.
I'm telling you, you gotta bail before it's too late.
We don't do that.
It's not good.
Oh, come on. Yo, that was close. You're gonna have to kill the droid. There you go. Put the droid into the steam. Yes! Nice. Yeah, that'll fry your eyebrows off.
The conditions of this mine are less than ideal.
It's because the Ipsium's become degraded. Mako had to lower wages just to keep this mine up and running. Well, there's your ship. I held up my end of the bargain, so I'll be off.
Hang on. The hyperdrive has been removed.
How's that my fault? It's not a complicated fix.
It better not be.
What about the ray shield? We still need to shut it down.
You can only do that from the central tower.
Transfer the data onto this, and I can access the shield remotely.
They can wait till I'm good and ready.
I'm not sure if we've seen Mako's species before.
Only Mako's inner circle has access cards. We'll need to swipe one.
Bet you think the ship you scored from Mako will make you the top earner this round.
Why not? See? It's a skill.
Great. Can we go now?
This round's top earner is... Drake!
You've gotta be kidding me.
Rations are low, which means you'll need to work harder and longer. But I won't let my crew starve.
It's kind of similar to like the Lady Proxima scenario in Solo. It's a bunch of like orphan kids stealing stuff for the mob boss.
The system's back online easily enough. But we are not going anywhere until we get the hyperdrive connected.
Hunter, we've reached the control room.
Copy that.
I set an alarm.
Why don't you leave?
You're wrong. Mako's kept us in business. I can't leave. This is my home. It's what I know.
I get it. Our ship is our home. It's the only one we really have.
Sorry I stole it.
Here. You can have my rations
Why would you give this to me?
for helping us.
Huh. Too late, he already sounded the alarm.
Mako appears to be using his power and means as leverage over his workers. It is a similar tactic used by the Empire.
I thought you said that Ipsium here's degraded.
It is.
Not according to this.
My thief caught another thief.
Sorry. I had to.
She's like, but I gave you chocolate.
It appears we have uninvited guests. Care to show yourselves? So you think you can come here and steal from me?
Technically, this ship belongs to us.
Tech.
But I think you'll reconsider.
Get off me!
Lower your weapons, or she goes over.
Come on, Benny.
Trespassing and attempted theft. 10 years in the mine sounds like a reasonable punishment.
Stop!
Not now, kid.
You lied to us, Mako! The Ipsium's not degrading! You've been cutting us out and keeping the profits for yourself!
Don't listen to him!
You never cared about us at all.
What's going on, Mako?
I was taking my share. None of you will survive without me.
Mako's dead. Over the edge.
Throw her over.
No, throw him over. Nice. Oh, she's gonna go over on purpose. Nice. Let's go. What a move. Some trapeze artist going on there.
Grab my hand!
Yeah, right. Mako's going down.
You never should have crossed me, kid.
Don't be sad.
Good to have you back.
He just picks up Gonki and hugs him.
What will all of you do now?
I guess we'll keep mining Ipsium.
You don't have to stay here.
It's not so bad. Mako gone? We'll all be getting an equal share of the profits now.
Benny! Chow time!
Hey, if you ever need a thief, I owe you.
I guess that means something. They'll probably recruit Benny down the line for some help, maybe.
The Empire's not the only threat. We've seen so many in the galaxy like Moko.
There are many like us out there as well. And that is something.
They got Gonki and Lula back. And the ship. Okay, yeah, it's just a continuation of last week's episode, finishing it up, and it was, just another standard fare Bad Batch episode, where they get shit done. There's a little bit of a conflict, but at the end, everything came together kind of the way you were expecting it to. I think kind of the main theme is probably just sort of like what Omega was saying at the end there, that like the Empire isn't the only threat. I mean, we've always known that, but they were mentioning how this is basically just sort of like a smaller scale version of the Empire, where they're just enslaving people and taking all of the resources and profits for themselves. So it's not just good guys and bad guys, Empire and everyone else. It's a dangerous galaxy full of dangerous people, and they, even characters like Sid, who are their friend, who's there to, potentially help them, can still screw them over and, be the opposite of a friend in a lot of ways. So it's like you can't really trust anybody. Everybody's potentially a bad guy in a way. But I'm glad they got the ship back. I think that was probably... We've seen Gonki do stuff before and kind of be the cute Gonk droid on the crew, but this probably gave Gonki the most sort of like character that we've ever seen it have before, for a Gonk droid, which is usually just a Gonk, and they're walking down a hallway or whatever, but here, Wrecker's hugging it like it's his best friend, like, Gonki, and, there was a couple moments there where it showed Gonki, like, almost anthropomorphized, looking like it was looking at things, so that was kind of like the most character we've ever seen a Gonk droid given, which is cool. I love that. It's one of those things that's been around since the original Star Wars, and everyone loves Gonk droids, so to have one actually have a name that feels like it's a character that has like its own little moment here, that's fun, because it's not something that you would necessarily expect. They didn't go too heavy on it, but it was enjoyable. Guys, I enjoy the Bad Batch. It's not some exciting episode. The last couple episodes of, like I was saying, they're basically standard fare Bad Batch episodes, which is, at the end of the day, a good thing, because like I mentioned in last week's reaction, that the sort of week-to-week format of this show is the bread and butter of the show, and that's what this show is. And then occasionally we have these like pretty thematically significant episodes, which kind of like move the story along, develop the characters a little bit. And it's okay that this episode isn't necessarily one of those thematically heavy episodes. It's more or less just sort of, like I said, it's a smaller scale version of the big picture in general. Couple cool little scenes in this episode too, like the one that's really popping into my head is Omega doing the backflip with the droid and then like catching Hunter's like a trapeze artist when he was grappling up there. That was a pretty sick move. I enjoyed the episode. Like I said, not my favorite episode, not the most exciting, but exciting, fun nonetheless, and I'm looking forward to finishing up the back half of the season with you guys. So let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next react. Bye, guys.